If you want to get in contact with me, the best way to do it is on Instagram. If you just want to say what up, if you want to tell me you love my videos, you can tell me that you hate my videos, but the best way to do that is on Instagram. Peace, y'all. Jonny Fastlane here. So, now Kodak Black faces up to 60 years in prison, and Lil Reese gets released from the hospital. Plus, Kanye West takes Sunday service to a Harris County jail. Let's talk hip-hop. Alright, so things just keep getting like crazier and crazier for Kodak Black, right? So y'all know, right? He was arrested in May. He was denied bail. He just went to trial. First, he pled not guilty on like these gun charges, but basically what happened was that he said no, he didn't have a pending case, right? Because whoever has a pending case in the state of Florida cannot own a gun. So basically he went to the gun store to buy some guns. He clicked no or checked no, that he didn't have a pending case, and the FBI found out, right? Or actually the ATF found out. And they arrested him and they gave him 3 years and 8 months, basically 46 months in prison for lying on the paperwork, right? At first, Kodak Black said that it was he's not guilty and that he didn't do it on purpose, but then he changed his plea to guilty because they said, yo, if you plead guilty and you avoid this trial, we'll give you a whole lot less time, right? So the maximum time for that was 10 years. He ended up getting 3 years and like 8 months, which is still crazy and a long ass time, right? So then 2 days after he got sentenced for that, the state of Florida actually comes back with 2 more gun charges, right? A gun charge from when he had purchased the gun in January, and then another gun charge for when they arrested him in May for, you know, lying on that paperwork. He had a gun on him. So they gave him another gun charge for that. Now, he's already a felon, so he's not allowed to have a gun in the state of Florida anyway, right? So each of those charges carry a maximum of 30 years for it to be 60 years because there's 2 of them, right? So this is crazy, right? Not to mention the fact that he still has to face the gun charges that he had when he was coming back from Canada into America. Not to mention that he still has another charge in South Carolina, right? So during this 3.5 years that he's gonna be locked up, you're gonna see Kodak Black go to trial at least 3 or 4 more times. And it's just crazy. It's not looking good. This 3.5 years might end up being 15 years, which is insane, yo. And it's gonna be a sad thing because Kodak Black is super talented. He has dope music out already. And if he really ends up being locked up for like over 10 years, it's gonna be like an unsung kind of situation where, you know, he never reached his full potential that he really could have, you know? Hip hop is gonna move on, basically, right? NLE Choppa went on Instagram and he basically said, they doing Kodak Black so wrong, fool, praying for bruh. Shit is not even straight, 100, right? And that's true, yo. Like, the way that they are going hard on Kodak Black is crazy. They're like, yo, I want to make an example out of this young rapper, right? And for some reason, rappers just keep on getting arrested, right? Like, Kodak Black should, I don't know, I get it, right? He's from the streets, and he should pay somebody to walk around with a gun with him. You know, not him. You don't carry guns, you pay somebody. But where Kodak is from, nah, you don't pay nobody to walk around with guns. You carry it around yourself, right? And it's not like he's out here robbing and stealing and shooting at people, really. I feel like Kodak Black has the guns just for self-defense because of what happened to Nipsey, what happened to YBN Almighty J. Rappers get targeted all the time, and Kodak is like, yo, I'm not about to get targeted for nothing, right? But now he's sitting up in jail, right? But hey, man, that's all we know for now. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. Alright, Joe, so that's Lil Reese, right? And he's out the hospital, it seems like, right? Because it looks like he's sitting in a car, right? The whole situation that happened is like earlier this week, Lil Reese was riding around in like the suburbs of Chicago, and a car was chasing him or whatever, and the car caught up to him. A dude hopped out of the car, the same person that was driving. It was only one person with like a mini Draco, and shot at Reese's car like 15 times, yo, and hit Reese one time in the neck, right? So he was hospitalized. He was in serious critical condition. He went to one emergency room, which was closest to where the incident was, when they realized who it was, and they transferred him to another hospital, right? And then from that point on, he was all messed up, and nobody really knew what happened, even though Lil Durk actually said Reese is good on his Instagram, but we don't really know what that means, right? But anyway, so a lot of people were praying for Lil Reese and hoping that he got well, and apparently he really did get well, so this is cool, right? So here he is. He doesn't say anything. He goes live only for like about a minute and like 20 seconds, right? And he's playing They Don't Know by John B in the background, right? But he's really focusing on like the part where he's talking about like an angel, and you're an angel of mine. And I guess maybe Lil Reese is basically trying to say like, thank God I'm alive. I must have an angel like watching over me, right? He got his like hoodie zipped all the way up to where you can't even really see his mouth or anything like that. And I'm sure his neck is probably patched up, and all kind of things are probably underneath the hoodie because he got shot in the neck, right? But at least he's cool, he's alive, he's still here with us, so that's dope. And as far as the person that actually shot Lil Reese in the neck, they don't know who it is, right? If Lil Reese knows, he ain't saying, right? But they don't know the public or the cops or anybody like that. They don't know who it is, and at this point, the nigga got away. You know what I'm saying? So this whole situation is crazy, man. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comments.
You know, I'm a lifelong law enforcement officer. I started to go and serve my community here in my hometown. But we need to be firm with.
All right, so that was a little clip of Kanye performing his Sunday service at Harris County Jail, right? And that's in Houston. And he brought Sunday service to Harris County, even though it was a Friday that he did it, right? Because that's from yesterday. And I mean, this is cool, right? So the whole thing about Kanye is that he is doing a lot, right? All right, cool. He goes to the jail. He talks to the people. He brings the music. He's giving them a free concert. He's uplifting spirits. He's making people feel hope. He's giving people something to look forward to. And all that is cool, right? But my whole thing is, right, that we all know now that Kanye announced that he's going to be running for president in 2024, right? And a lot of people started laughing when he said it, and he was looking like, what's so funny? Like, I'm for real gonna run for president, right? And I already knew that he was gonna run for president, but I think that he really is going to do it, right? But the whole thing is that Kanye's been on a crazy tour for the last couple years, right? So I don't think that he's trying to necessarily clean things up. I just think that he's trying to streamline everything, because all of those, viewpoints that he said, he never really apologized or said that's not the way that he feels. I just think that he wants to say, yeah, I said that, yeah, I feel like that, but I also do good things too, or I also do things that are not so crazy too, right? Because all this is building up for him running in 2024, at which point he said that he won't even need to run in 2024. He's going to walk for president, not run for president, because by then everybody's going to be on his side, right? So he is going to run as a Republican. He's been trying to convince a lot of Democrats and a lot of black people who are traditionally Democrat to not focus on so much the party, Democrat or Republican, but focus on the actual person, right? So he's going to flip a couple people that way, right? He's also going to flip a couple people that, are on the right wing and are just hardcore Republicans and are are hardcore Christians because he is a Republican and he's a Christian, right? And then he's also going to get that vote that people may be on the fence about it and say, I don't know about Kanye, but he did go to Harris County jail and help out my cousin or my uncle, you know, or my auntie or whatever like that. So, all right, fine, I'll vote for him, right? Between those three categories, Kanye is probably going to win the vote in 2024, which is insane, right? So, again, Kim K is doing a lot of things. She's trying to get a lot of non-violent offenders out of jail, and she's using Donald Trump to help her. In 2024, he's going to say, listen, I did this, Kim did that. You gotta vote for us because you're not just voting for me, you're voting for Kim, and she's still a Democrat, and she's been helping people out of jail. Not only that, but a former president, Donald Trump, as long as he doesn't get impeached, will be endorsing a Kanye in 2024. So that looks good for Kanye too, right? And all this, I see him setting it up, and it's cool that you did that in Harris County Jail, but is it genuine, right? Is it coming from the heart? Because a lot of people went to jail and did concerts before, right? J. Cole did it out of the kindness of his own heart, and it's not really hugely publicized, right? Even years ago, Johnny Cash went to a prison and did a performance out of the kindness of his heart. It wasn't really like a big publicity stunt. So I'm just saying, like, is Kanye doing it for publicity so he can say, see, I did X, Y, Z, you have to vote for me? Or is he doing it because he really cares about the prisoners that are there, right? But either way, no matter what the reasoning is for him doing it, he did do it, and he did uplift spirits and everything in the jail, right? So, guess that's good, right? Let me know what y'all think about this and everything else in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell. Follow me at Jonny Fastlane on Instagram, and y'all already know what to do. Peace.